Ladies and gentlemen, what it be? What it do? It's your boy King Decker back at it again. We're gonna be casting some League of Legends tonight. Tonight we got Team Sad Jellyfish against Team Scorch. The battle of the greats here. This is actually a game that's pretty important because either Scorch wins this game and gets in a two-way tiebreaker for first place, or Jellyfish wins this game and we get a tiebreaker for second place, which could end up being a three-way second place tiebreaker, which would be crazy. So let me just post the stream really quickly. I'll drop the link for everybody. Let me go drop the link for everybody. You know how it is. I wish they just had the one link for YouTube still, so I could just copy that and have it ready before the stream. But there we go. I'll post that there. Let me post this in announcements at everyone. Casting. Okay, there we go. I think that this is drafts for us. Let me open this bad boy up. Yes, we got draft ready here for us. They're just waiting on everybody to be ready. Probably me, for the most part, if I had to assume. Very kind of them to wait. I appreciate that. Much appreciate. But yeah, this is a pretty important match. Like really in all honesty. Bowls. Keen Stinky. Actually no, I'm not stinky. I took like a really long bath and I smell phenomenal. I smell phenomenal. How important is it? Yeah, so like I said before, this is either determining a tiebreaker for first place, two-way tiebreaker for first place, or a potential 2 or 3 tiebreaker for second place. Bath picks in to Patreon subs. Crazy news actually. We reached our 250 goal for the Patreon. So we will be indeed shaving our head this Friday for Mart's Dungeon. We shall be shaving our head. I've never had my head shaved before, and I'm actually so sad. But you know what? I've had this hair for a very long time, and I guess it's time to move on. I'll bring the plunger. The plungy onesie. Knowing nothing else about either of these teams, go Jellyfish. Well, this is actually Scorch is currently has the potential to get for first place here, and Sad Jellyfish has the potential for a second place here. Both of these teams are phenomenal. Honestly, actually, let's just while we're waiting, are we still waiting here? It's in the captain's chat. I think we're still. Yeah, we're still waiting on people to fill in. So actually, we're going to go right over to the stats, and we're going to look at this because this is pretty crazy. So Team Sad Jellyfish, A, has Dippy. I mean, Dippy has been insane. This man has the most kills in the league. This is still only 4 teams altogether. Two matches haven't played this week, which is the final week. Dippy is still in the lead for top KDA and top kills as of this evening when they haven't even played their match yet. Also, something to note is that Sad Jellyfish has 3 of the top most assists in the league with a game to play still. That being said, if we scroll down here, we just look at how crazy these teams. So this is actually something that I've noticed of all 3 of these teams. Scorch, Small Brains, No Mechanics. Sad Jellyfish is these teams are very cohesive in the way they play together. The games are not as ridiculously like high killing games as some of the other ones. They're not like bloody back and forth. They're very like calculated. So like when these teams are very effective at just like pulling off team fights and like barely hanging on with like a shred of health. So Scorch and Sad Jellyfish very much so have a very, I would say in some ways, similar play style. So it's going to be really interesting seeing these two teams face off against one another. I relate to sad jellyfish only in the name though. No, pee time. Be happy. Happy pee time. I'm interested to see if anybody is Briar good. I literally have not played this game since Briar's release. I have no idea if this champion is good. All I saw for Briar is that somebody like literally just ultied in and left their keyboard and killed somebody. So if that tells me anything, Briar's probably busted, but I have no idea. I have no idea. It's a Riot Games champion on release, so expect it to be pretty strong. It should be available for play, I would think, right now. But I don't know if any teams have really put in a lot of time to actually just be able to test it and play it. So, are you P on jellyfish stings? Ooh. P on those jellyfish stings. Get the sting out. But yeah, I think this is going to be a pretty tight matchup. I think because of the way these teams play, we might not see a ridiculous amount of. I think the lane that we'll see a lot of fighting in is top lane. I think both these teams are going to fight a lot in top lane here. Other than that, I think this is going to be a pretty safe game, just trying to scale towards the later parts of it. I'm not sure though. We could realistically see some pretty bloody games here, but my heart just kind of tells me it's going to be pretty safe. We got the Tem Daddy Andy matchup and the Lionel Johnson Dippy matchup, dude. Oh man, I want to see this top lane matchup like no other. It's gonna be so dope. Damn, yeah, and Boone. Oh man, these teams are so stacked. They really are. They got a lot of really fun players. Give a piece of the Johnson. Cross streams. Cross swords. Moss swords. So yeah, we're gonna be solo casting this evening. Mr. Sherwin has plans, so he won't be available to cast. So I hope you guys don't mind me kind of just shouting for potentially like 2 hours straight. Also, I apologize. I am a little bit lower energy tonight than I probably usually am, just in the fact that I worked a 14-hour wedding yesterday, and my body feels like tissue paper that has been used. Never mind. Let's let's double back on that. My body feels like I got hit by a truck. There you go. And who are we waiting on? I don't know if we're waiting on massive question marks. Connor, it's not what it seems. It's not what it seems. Tissue paper that has been used so many times. I was gonna go something along those lines, but I was like, wait, let's just not. Let's not. Good to go. All right, perfect. So it looks like both teams should be pretty much locked in. And yeah, here we go. We're ready to draft here. Scorch, and I actually don't know who got side selection. That's something I probably should have found out before these matches. But yeah, we got Scorch on blue side, Sad Jellyfish on red side. Scorch right off the bat just gets rid of the Orianna. This is a pretty big pick for Daddy Andy. He's very, very proficient on the Ori. And on the reverse side, they ban out the Ahri, which is a great ban. Just great ban across the board, but with the players in the league who are just like this good on Ahri, there's just no reason to leave it up. Always a very worthwhile ban, in my opinion. At least right now. A season or two ago, I would have never said that. Like, Ahri was pretty trash, but... and then we have the Rakan ban. Okay. Rakan, I believe, is just S tier support. I really don't think that there's many supports that do what Rakan do. I love the Trump thumbnail. Thanks, super appreciate it. Nico ban as well. Okay. I'm interested to see if they're gonna throw any topside bans here at all. Sad Jellyfish does have the chance to counter. I wonder if Scorch is going to try to pick top earlier on in the draft and try to just like play weak side. But knowing these two teams, like they are just very like Lionel and Dippy, these are both studs. So I kind of want to just see like an absolute skill matchup between two really solid top laners. Nico, break your kneecaps. Last time we had the Xerath ban and the Azir ban. So there's actually a lot of focus here for mid lane bans. More mid bans, please. Like, holy moly, right? Like, this is crazy. Sorry, I have dinner at 6. Cameron, it's okay. You enjoy your dinner. And right off the bat, Scorch locks in this Amumu. We've seen how effective Amumu can be. What was a really good example of it? I think it was Team Small Brain No Mechanics against Sasageo. The Amumu, like Amumu can flex in between a couple of different lanes, but the Amumu support we've seen is still really good. So Amumu has, I would say, a better... I would say a better time in support role. I know I might be kind of... Yeah, I know people are probably going to tell me I'm fucking insane maybe saying that. I think that Amumu's fine in the jungle. I just think that Amumu just fits better in the support role. I really do. Amumu jungle got us our only game win this split. It's definitely not bad, and Amumu as a champion is very useful. Sorry, wrong account, dinner at 6. Oh, no, you are good, don't you worry. He's so okay. But we have the Victor Jarvan lock-in for Sad Jellyfish here. Victor is definitely a champ that you can just pick on early in the draft. Sorry, pick up early in the draft, I should say. Mid lane sometimes is the lane of just like, I would say top lane is the worst, but when it comes to mid lane, there's definitely a lot of unfavorable matchups. If you're playing control mages, you kind of get off a little bit easier. Victor is very easy to just kind of like scale into the later parts of the game. You don't have to do anything crazy on Victor. You can just kind of keep your distance. The Ziggs is ooh. Be right back, washroom. Okay. I thought they were changing up picks. So Ziggs has the potential to flip between a couple of different lanes here. And they lock in the Jax. Okay, so this is actually what I was... Wait, they locked in Cho! They locked in the skill champ! Guys! What? This is such an interesting draft from Sad Jellyfish, actually, so far. Because they picked their two solo laners while being on red side in the first part of the draft, which is like very, very, very rare. It looks like they're trying to get a good matchup for their bottom side. So they're gonna just double down and focus on bot lane bans here. I mean, the Ziggs can be used as a flex, though, right? Like, they've been out Vigar. Okay. Cho'Gath versus Jax. Bruh, where else? Where else other than this rec league? And we got the Varus ban. Yeah. I'm interested to see what they have to have something crazy planned. Like, you usually don't see something like this. Usually bot lane in some way, shape, or form is picked up in like either both in the first part of the draft or like 1-in-1 first part of the draft, second part of the draft. But I very rarely ever see this Senna lock-in. Cool. Okay. A lot of damage here for the side of Sad Jellyfish, and Senna brings in good range too. You got like the tanky Jarvan Cho'Gath frontline, which is all you need, right? Like you just need kind of like two burly dudes in the front to be able to do damage, and then you got like Victor Senna already in the backline providing really, really good supporting damage. Cho Senna. Ziggs versus Cho Senna. It's Rec League, baby. Oh, is it actually the Cho? Ziggs could go bot. Scorch plays a lot of mages bot. It's Senna Cho bot lane. I fucking love it. I'm here for that. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. I could have sworn that Cho'Gath was top. I didn't know. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised in the fact that Senna runs with every Tom, Dick, and Henry in the bot lane. That's just, it's always been like that. It's always the different flavor of the week when it comes to Senna. Like she just plays with every single. I'm sorry, I need to rephrase this. She could just like mash up with like anybody in the bot lane. In like a 2v2, and it just works. Senna just gets to do that. Like, hey, yo, we know what you mean. No. Cho is one of the few with Senna that can also play weak side when she roams too. True. I mean, Cho'Gath is so safe. Cho'Gath just heals up massively, has great wave clear. Well, I shouldn't say great wave clear, but very safe wave clear. And it's the LeBlanc clock in. Okay, so this is, I think this is going to be the, dude, it's the LeBlanc top. What a wild draft, I'm telling you. And the Zillion Sivir, bro, what? These drafts are so interesting. Okay, so we have, like, double, kind of beefy frontliners on each side. We got, like, the Duelist Jax, Tankamumu, but then we also have like the Cho'Gath and the Jarvan on the other side. To support, there is Sivir, Zillion, and Ziggs, which is kind of just a barrage of bombs. These people came in and they said, hey, we're firing off today. We're just going to drop all the bombs on them. Hey, yo, shots fired. Top LB, Triforce LB. Yep. So we, I mean, oh, man. I mean, here's the thing, right? Is Jax against LeBlanc. LeBlanc doesn't really have to do anything to the Jax. Like, she literally can just bully the Jax as much as she kind of wants to. Jax can jump in on her. He kind of has to preemptively put out his Counter-Strike if he wants to jump on her and like get good trade damage off. Because if LeBlanc is pretty quick on the trigger finger, then she just kind of... Nah, I shouldn't say that. That's not necessarily true. I think that this matchup's going to be a little bit closer than it probably should be. Because I think LeBlanc has a lot of harass in this matchup, but I think that Jax has a lot of good ways to stop LeBlanc from just doing LeBlanc things, like especially AD LeBlanc. Now if it was like an AP heavier like AP kind of build for LeBlanc, it'd be really annoying to have to play Jax into that because she'd be able to pop him and just dash away, not really have to interact with him. But here's the thing with Jax is he can just push E, Q on the target, and LeBlanc can hit him with a chain and jump away, right? And she can lock him down, but his Counter-Strike's still going. She doesn't really get trade damage in. So I don't know. I'm interested to see. I'm interested to see. What do you guys think? What do you think of these two drafts? I think that, oh, man. I think overall I like Scorch's comp better. But it's so close. This draft is actually so close. The LeBlanc top I like, but I think if it doesn't pop off and they're not able to do a lot with it, I think they just have such a hard time in these team fights. There's no way you can out-team fight like an Amumu, Jax, Ziggs, Sivir, Zillion, right? With LeBlanc. I mean, LeBlanc has to come in, she has to pop people. She always has to be on these flanks. If LeBlanc isn't there to blow somebody up, you get poked out so massively from Ziggs, Sivir. And Zillion is just there to secure all the tanks to just stay alive, right? Zillion can just revive like the backline too. It's such a solid draft, I think, from Scorch's part here. But who knows, you know? I mean, Senna Victor is a lot of damage. So we'll see. No CC, lockdown, LB, so that might be the edge. Oh, also here, let me switch over to window capture here. Chats. Like I said before, these games have massive stakes for the end of the season here. This determines guaranteed there's going to be a tiebreaker. Nerd, no you. Yep, this is going to be a long game. And I don't think it's going to be, like I said before, I don't think this is going to be a bloody game. You got Ziggs Victor in the mid lane, which, I mean, there's poke potential for the Ziggs. Jarvan, I think, can make things happen in lanes because he's just a kind of go-getter jungler. Amumu definitely can too, to a certain extent. I think Jarvan does a little bit better of a job. Best CC is killing them. Kill them faster, easy. I think I like Scorch's comp a little bit more. I think Sad Jellyfish really threw like a kind of threw a curveball at the very end there with the LeBlanc, but I don't know. They have to be able to utilize it. They just have to. Like, they got to be able to get this Jax behind. If they do that, their win condition is just secured. You just have LeBlanc split push for days. Jax takes forever to get back into the game. Always pressure him. Never let him come into the game. Let Senna scale up. Let your Victor be able to scale up. But yeah. And if you're Scorch, I mean, realistically, enabling this Jax is huge. But then you also have, like, you have all the poke that comes with it, right? Like, this team is going to be really nasty at objectives simply for the fact that, like, Zillion, Ziggs, and Sivir are going to just offer so much poke. But, yeah. And Cho'Gath is a big target, you know what I mean? Like, Cho'Gath is a fat target to just soak up a lot of damage. Big hitbox. Josh, why aren't you sharing these masterful insights on stream? It's because Josh hates me. He hates me. Whereas Jarvan is that dude at the gym who wants you to know he goes to the gym a lot. Ziggs is always a little cutie. Ziggs just wants to be insane, bro. Ziggs just wants to be a crazy little guy. Jarvan's like, did you know my father was the king? Also, Demacia. Thank you so much for the 13 people watching. Much appreciated, chat. Let's look at our standings here before we go into the game. Let's look at our standings. Is it top 6 teams going to playoffs? Chat. I'm just doing homework at the moment. Oh, such a good boy. My father was a king Riz. I ain't seen it. Top 6. So, actually, the top 6 teams are all locked in. It's going to be Homie Humpers, Team Ghost, Small Brain, Sad Jellyfish, Scorch, and Sasagio. In no particular order, because there's guaranteed to be tiebreakers here. And the tiebreakers are going to be played through, if I have been kind of told the right information. For the first time in all the Rec League seasons. There's going to be tiebreakers at the end of the season here. My insights on this draft. You could have ended your sentence at Jellyfish through. Wait. Jeez. Damn, son. Well, I think Ziggs has a great time into Victor. I think Jax... I have no idea. Like, I just don't get to see this lane played a lot. So, like, I have a feeling that Jax is going to be fine, but I don't know, you know? But then you got Sivir, Zillion versus Cho'Gath, Senna, and I think Senna is going to be able to affect this map with this J4. That is what you have to hope, right? If you're Team Jellyfish, you have to hope J4, Senna can make a lot of big plays early on, get this LeBlanc going, get a couple of these early Rift Heralds and Dragons, and scale appropriately. If they don't, they're doomed. I'm going to call it right now. If they're not able to pick up some gold early on, I think that they're going to have a massively hard time in the later part of this game. Humping our way into the finals, just saying. Everyone loves a great Cinderella story. So true, so true. Seeing a lot of copium in the chat. Jellies are going to roll. Ooh, man. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Did I change the game capture over, by the way? I did. Good. I have a big brain. Of course. Why wouldn't I? Massive brain. I use like half a percentage of it, but massive brain regardless, chat. Josh can confirm my head is very big. Alright, and here we are loading into the game. We have double TPs on each of the solo laners. Jesus! They got 3 TPs? What am I looking at, brother? What? Shogun has TP as well. Why are there so many TPs? Okay, here we go. We are loaded up and ready to go. When I put the headphones on, it falls below my ears. I also like to have like half a headphone on, not like have my entire headphone or the entire headphones just covering my ears. Nice early damage there from Tem, just getting a little bit of first strike gold too. I think first strike is the play. There's a lot of potential for him to get a lot of gold here. Oh, Daddy Andy also took first strike. Interesting. I wonder how that pays off. I feel like Ziggs is going to be so hard to get that first strike goal. But if they're both, you know, playing safe and around their first strikes, they should be able to get gold. I think Ziggs has a bit of an easier time with it, but... Let's go, Tem. We got a Tem lover in chat. Let's go! Oh, boy. You can just feel it. You can feel the tension. Both these teams really, really want this. Just some nice early little farming here. Shogath misses his first Q, and they're going to take a little... Never mind. Everybody be missing. That's okay, though. We save those for later. We save those for later. Hey, there it is. A bit of early trading in the bot lane here. As is kind of expected in the first couple levels for these two teams. There's a lot of, like, just A poke and then 2 CC on the other side. Look at this. Mark Cutie is just right up in their faces, trying to get as many souls as possible here. And this is kind of how I expected the matchup for LeBlanc and Jax to go early on here. Jax just like does a lot of just base damage if he's able to hop on somebody. LeBlanc needs a little bit of time to be able to get just like an item. Be able to pick up that sheen. Really, really W positioning, chat, from Sad Jellyfish here. However, they have not seen Rusty Crow. They're still unspotted. A really, really nice bandage toss to come in here. Connects fully. Second bandage toss comes through. Jarvan is here for the counter gank. A nice flag and drag combo into the bombs, brother. And that is, oh my god, a double kill. That is a double kill for the Senna right off the bat. Shogath picked up another one. Who got first blood? That was, oh, no. Who got first blood? Oh, it was Senna, yeah. Damn, what a great play. It looked like it had a lot of potential right off the bat because that was a really good CC chain from, I think, Zillion double bombs. And Rusty Crow came in with a bandage toss, landed the first one, got the second bandage toss off, but at that point, Boonstra and Calico weren't close enough to be able to follow up damage, so they had to chase after. Jarvan came in and got a really good flag and drag combo off, I think, with a Senna snare? There was an additional form of CC that I want to say it was Senna snare, but... Wait, now I'm Sedge. No, that was them. I'm dumb. No, you're good. Rusty the hero bot lane needed, but not the one they deserve. Ooh, Ashes is looking for another gank here, but they kind of spotted out. There was such a massive wave, and they chased after them. They are still getting the feeling! Flash forward from our cutie. Do we have a flag and drag flash? No, no, no. He already used the flash in the prior gank. Meanwhile, Rusty Crow gets a nice gank off in the mid lane here onto Daddy Andy. Pumps off quite a bit of damage. Misses his bandage toss. So he's going to be able to walk out of this, but yeah. Whew. Who is your ride or die Yordle? Oh, it almost looked like he canceled it, but it was right at the tail end of his TP or his back. My favorite Yordle, is that what you're asking? The one that I like to play the most? Honestly, oh, almost connects with that Q. Yes, I play a lot of Tristana. But honestly, my favorite Yordle to actually play is probably Poppy. I like Poppy. Lollipoppy pre-rework. Yes, especially that. Poppy pre-rework in general was so fun to play. You felt like you just could take on the entire world. Lionel Johnson is pushed into his tower here. He's a little bit of CS down, but he has a massive wave stacking up on him. He should be able to clear this up. Goes in on Dippy. Dippy is trying to bait here. He drops out of the counter. Oh! He's going to have to flash out of the flag and drag. And it looked so good in the beginning for Lionel, but he's not done. Ashes is still just right here. And they can look to... No, not dive. Counter-Strike should have been... available here. Yeah. All right. And I think they just spotted, yeah. They're giving so much respect in this bottom lane. They know that they didn't see Amumu over by his blue at all. And that he wasn't topside to counter gank, so they have to assume he's just kind of on this dragon and bottom side. Really, really good positioning from Red in their bot side here, just to kind of be like, hey, we don't really want to push up at all, give them anything. And Amumu is soloing this dragon, getting pretty low, but he should be able to secure it up just fine. And there's first dragon. And yeah, this is, all things considered, this is a relatively slow, kind of methodical game for both of these teams. No crazy kind of action right off the bat here. Ooh, trying to pick up this turret plate here. They're going to get chunked out a little bit from this tower, but yeah, they have everything they need. They push this wave right in here. And they can get a nice back off. Let's look at gold advantage here. Damn. I mean, gold advantage realistically is pretty much all coming from this bot lane for Sad Jellyfish. Everywhere else is pretty evenly tied up. And Jarvan's accumulated a little bit of gold for himself with... Ooh! The snare misses onto Tem from Marcuti here, and they're not going to be able to pick him up. But this is, yeah, Sad Jellyfish. If you're a Sad Jellyfish lover, you have to be pretty happy with this early game. This is pretty much kind of what they wanted. For the most part, top has been left on an island, which I mean, is fair enough because Sad Jellyfish is getting things done elsewhere. Getting the Senna big early is pretty big, so. Definitely a good... Ooh! Curves almost past these minions here. Barty getting pretty up close and personal here. Boonster's going to have to flash out of the way. And just look at that relentless harass. from Senna Cho'Gath. They don't have level 6 yet on the Zillion, so this is a little bit risky for them to stick around. Boonstra does have Ghost to try to get out of the way here, but they're just going to drop Rift Herald and try to walk them off the turret, get some free turret plates down. Rusty Crow is on his way down. Ziggs is as well. They have the Ziggs ulti. They might be looking for a fight here. Rusty Crow level 7. He does have the ultimate available. Ashes is just waiting over the wall. Victor is not here. This could be kind of massive, but they are going to just actually walk away. Whew. All right. And this is where we get... Dippy is starting to do a bit more damage to the Jax here. Ooh, he does have a jump here, though. He's definitely going to have to flash out of the way. We get the snare in. We have a flash now on Jax, but it's not in time. A half second too late. And that is going to be a solo kill for Dippy. Lionel Johnson just did not have the flash available to be able to trade flashes. Nice Cho'Gath knock-up and root combo there from our cutie. And Bardi. And this gold lead is slowly starting to get out of control. It's not something insurmountable, but just look at it. I mean, you're definitely seeing it across the board. So much harass. Flag and drag combo. Doesn't even get the Zillion ulti. A nice root. Oh, Zillion ulti actually went onto the Sivir. I lied. Rusty Crow being a bit of a stud here. Just crying all over the place. Dippy is teleported in. All they need to do is just be able to get a couple of autos off, but he's not able to catch up. He's already used the ultimate to be able to distortion. Dive coming through, and they trade turret aggro beautifully. Tem is looking for the counter kill, but it's just not there. Gank gone wild, not sexual. And this is where these TPs are coming in clutch, because, look, double TPs were used. I think Daddy Andy specifically just used his TP to go right up to top lane. Just to cover. And when you're in a position like that, you get the just the option to be able to do that. We got Earth Drake coming up in 6 seconds here. Cho'Gath is definitely looking to get a stack. He has his level 7 available now. As far as feast counters go, how many does he have? Oh. Sorry, I thought there was some fighting going on. Check for the feast counters. And that, yeah, that is just a red team dragon. Sad Jellyfish just owns this area right now. Tem getting caught out here. The flag and drag catches at the very tail end of the jump. He's going to manage to be able to get himself out alive, and they're going to have to expend a lot of resources just to get that flash out of him. But overall, pretty worthwhile. Flash is a pretty long cooldown. Invasion coming from Sad Jellyfish here on this blue side. Barty is trying to solo kill the Sivir here. Hold on, we got some more fighting. Lionel Johnson coming in. He gets a mess. Oh, hold that thought. He didn't pop it. Boonstra gets solo killed in the bot lane by Barty. Tem jumping away, but he's going to get connected with that last auto. Daddy Andy chasing down Rusty Crow is going to have to drop the ulti specifically for him, but we have the flash available on Daddy Andy. He's set up to potentially get a triple kill here. Dippy picks up one for himself, and now Lionel Johnson is going to have to run away. It looked pretty good at the beginning, but they just weren't able to stack any CC. Barty is the carry. Barty, low-key, you know, he's doing the Keen Decker Cho'Gath build too, and I love it. This is what I like to see from Cho'Gaths. Oh my dear Lord, put it away. Oh my goodness. Down, boy. Yeah, this is it's looking a bit doomed at the moment for Team Scorch. Sad Jellyfish came out with a plan and they executed it perfectly. One thing that I will say has attributed massively to Sad Jellyfish's success in this match so far is the way Ashes has just shadowed his team. He has always been there for fights and counter ganks. He has just been like so on top of it with these fights. It's kind of ridiculous. Rusty Crow waiting for Daddy Andy here. He's gonna drop the first bandage toss. Tem is not gonna follow up here. All right. I love it. Spell shields it, but the Arcane Comet still goes through. I mean, if you're blue side at this point, you really are just trying to delay this game as much as possible. They have a lot of wave clears, so this is just what they're hoping to do. They picked up the first dragon. They're hoping that they can keep them away from Soul here. Once it gets down to Soul, then they're going to really have to start to fight. But you don't really want to have to fight in the meantime. Flag and Drag comes through. Just barely gets out of the way in time with a nicely timed flash from Calico. Yeah, overall mission, don't lose too many towers. You can give over dragons, but kills are unacceptable at this point, and you see Calico gets massively punished for trying to even just enter his own jungle. And this is the part where Dippy becomes an absolute menace. This man has not completed his Triforce yet. He just has the static shiv, and he's tearing through targets. Boonstra getting dove here. Jarvan still has the ultimate. And Lionel Johnson's going to have to walk away. Boonstra, what can you even spell shield at that point? So much damage coming through. So many abilities coming through. Ziggs enjoyers seem pretty quiet in the chat right now. Any Ziggs enjoyers out there? So this dragon here, this Wind Dragon. First of all, it's Windrake. Let's just be honest with ourselves. Windrake is, it's a dragon for sure. It has its uses. Some teams really benefit off of it. Dippy and Daddy Andy. I mean, even Cho'Gath can like really benefit from that Cloud Soul, but like it's not like the end of the world if Cloud Soul is secured, right? So slowing down this game and just trying to be able to get picks and farm where you can get it is kind of the game plan at this point. Lionel Johnson pops the ulti, but it just does not matter. They're trying to contest this dragon here, but he just gets blown to pieces. Enters at such an unfortunate time, and they just turned their entire focus in on Amumu instead. Blow him up. Barty flashing in here. Sivir is trying to get away. Senna does not have the ulti to be able to try to secure this kill, so she should just be able to stay safe and go B. But trying to contest these dragons right now is a bit of a death wish if you are Scorch. Dippy coming in. He's looking for just the 2-tap combo. Leaves him with 1 HP. Calico should just be able to get away from his... No, the Senna ulti comes through! It's back up! Oh my god. Oh, and this is looking very bad. Dippy applying a massive amount of pressure here on this LeBlanc. Positioning himself in between turrets while having a clone that was outside of the first turret range. That's crazy, chat. And at this point, Dippy, Barty, and Daddy Andy all have their TPs available. They can just split the map as much as they want. The wave clear is not safe enough to be able to just stay safe. Lionel Johnson in a bit of a sticky situation here. I wonder if he actually knows. It doesn't look like he does. He tries to queue in. Jarvan comes in with the flag and drag combo. They have the potential to get a lot of damage off, but a nicely timed flash is going to get him out and safe. Oh, Lord, that gold lead. Yeah, it's not looking so good. It's a 10k gold lead at the moment for Team Jellyfish. Marcuti, no fear, by the way. Just hopping right in on Rusty Crow, knowing his teammates are close enough here. Rusty Crow does not pop the ultimate on Dippy. Is just going to hold it off. He knows that he can distortion back. Calico gets a Q connected on it from Cho'Gath, and he almost is just dead here. Ashes goes in for a pretty dangerous dive here, but Cho'Gath with a really nice Q to follow up in on it, and there's the diving pool. Calico is the next to go, gets rooted up, and goodbye. Boonstra's here for the damage, but it's a little bit too late. The fight is already over, and they're just going to walk right over to this Baron. Damn, son. Daddy Andy has just been pushing this turret, too. That is such a big nuisance, is having this really strong 4-stack, just constantly pushing, and then having Victor in the side lane, always threatening with that TP to just come back. It forces them to split up their wave clear, which is pretty important. I do think it is a mistake sending Tem to match Daddy Andy at this. No. Well, I mean, they are. I mean, if they're 1-3-1ing, it's a perfectly fine idea. But as soon as they start to group up as a 4-stack, they need to be able to have Ziggs there just 100% of the time. He has to be able to be there for wave clear. But yeah, when they do this 1-3-1, there's nothing that they can really do. They have to send Lionel to match Dippy. All right, chat. Here we are. A Baron-empowered Team Jellyfish. This might not even make it to Soul. This is a really big gold lead here. Rusty Crow getting spotted out. They're not taking any chances. All right. Let's look at our gold lead now across the board. That is a 3k gold lead for top lane, a 2k gold lead for jungle. Mid lane is oh, hold that thought. Mid lane is 2k right now. Yeah, just right across the board. It is just not even close. And this is the strong suit of having Senna support as well. Having her do this much damage, having this much gold on her. When you're playing something like Zillion and you have, what, 4k gold right now? 4.4k golds. It feels so bad. It feels like you can't really do anything. You can't match. Daddy Andy doing a good job at just keeping them away from this dragon. Dippy as well, just putting a lot of pressure on. They're looking for a kill on Dippy here in the top lane, but Dippy is just being really, really smart, staying just far enough out of range. And we're working up to a 15k gold lead. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a hard one to come back if you're blue. Like I said, they have a lot of wave clear, but when it's like Baron-empowered minions like this and they're splitting them across the board, especially with something like LeBlanc, who's just always going to win in 1v1s, like, what are you supposed to be able to do? Tem is going to have to back away from this turret. Blue is hoping that they can just catch them biting off more than they can kind of chew here, but Lionel Johnson looking for an engage, but there's just nothing you can really do. Dippy has just been so quick on the trigger finger. Just to hop away. All right, next objective is this, is actually Baron here. They are on Soul Point for Team Sad Jellyfish. And they're just going to be looking to kind of group up at this Baron, get just vision advantage down, and close this game out. Nice and easy peasy. If they can just get a fight before then, it should just be over regardless. But we'll see what happens. Yes, this is the Cho build, ladies and gents. I love it. Barty is a hero. I don't care what anybody says. Lionel Johnson gonna walk away. They're starting to group up topside here and just place in. Just look at all this advanced vision on the side of Sad Jellyfish. They just have an absolute vision of their jungle. There's just a full set of red wards across the entryway to their jungle. Even if they wanted to get out, they wouldn't be able to do anything. Barty with a nice Q knock-up here. They have to time this one pretty well. Oh my god! Rusty Crow getting hopped in on. He didn't mean to take this Q through. He goes down and has the resurrection on his side. And now Amumu comes in! But there's not enough damage. They do manage to take down J4, but it's not going to be enough. Barty is chasing down, and just the relentless amount of damage here. Boonstra is finally here to be able to offer some support, but it just does not matter. They should just be able to close this game out right here, right now. They have Sivir Zillion alive for wave clear, but is it going to be enough to stop them from Dippy can just jump. Just keep an eye on Dippy here. And jump. Oh, nice timing on Sivir's part just to step forward. Getting poked out. Rusty Crow is now here. He comes in. There's not enough damage in the world to stop them from taking this Nexus. We get the resurrection coming through from Zillion. But they're not even able to take down this Cho'Gath. He's soaking up so much aggro, and that is game one. 7-0 LeBlanc. 7-1 Cho'Gath. The 2-0. Oh, man, dude. That scoreline is something scary from the side of Team Sad Jellyfish. They're going to have to make some adjustments in game two here for sure. I wonder what they do. I wonder if they actually take red side. If they swap, it's kind of looking like maybe... Actually, the teams aren't in yet. It's hard to tell. It'd be hard to tell. Let me get the game up on the screen for y'all. Or, sorry, the client. Actually, let's... I'm going to open up Draft 2. Let's open up Draft while we're in between games here. So this was a first pick Amumu. They really wanted this Amumu. And I don't know who had side selection, but ultimately they had blue side on the side of Team Scorch, and they wanted this Amumu pretty badly. And then they picked Jax second. I think that was fine in the fact that, like, they knew that they were going to be counterpicked on top side. So they gave him, like, a good pick in the Jax. J4 was just omnipresent across this map. Let's be honest with ourselves. Like, Jarvan, very much so, I think, steamrolled a Sad Jellyfish into this this mid game and made it uncomebackable. Like, there is no coming back from that. Jarvan was just always there for counter ganks. He was there to stop fights from happening. He was there to set up kills. And then once LeBlanc killed Jax in the top lane, I think that was the turning point because at that point, LeBlanc was just going to be able to stay in the side lane. No one was going to be able to match her. And yeah, we just saw the gold lead slowly but surely just keep pushing further and further. So I think if you are Scorch, I wonder if they let like the Orianna through. I know here's the thing. Daddy Andy has so many comfort picks. This guy has a lot of comfort picks. He plays control mages all day. It's just, I mean, it's a pick and choose adventure when it comes to Daddy Andy, because you know pretty much for the most part that you're going to be getting a control mage. It's just who is it going to be? So Orianna has been his go-to. It's been a phenomenal pick for him. But I wonder if they drop one of these mid lane bans for something else. Perhaps the Jarvan. I think you can just ban out the Jarvan. I'm going to be perfectly honest. If Team Scorch bans out the Jarvan, I think that draft looks that game looks vastly different. Because I don't think many other junglers, I mean, there's other junglers out there that can make early things happen, but Jarvan is just the best. Jarvan is 100% just the best, in my opinion, at setting up early ganks and early advantages in games. So I think if they wanted to swap out maybe like a mid lane pick for Jarvan, that would probably be an appropriate change. But it's hard. They just got outplayed. They really got outplayed. And they weren't able to get that poke comp online. Especially when Senna gets first blood, gets a double kill, and Shogoth picked yeah, that was crazy. So we'll see what the adjustment is. Do they break up the Senna Cho'Gath bot lane? Do they get rid of the LeBlanc? Something has to go. And I don't think the answer is mid. I don't think that the answer is mid. I think the Victor did its job, but I think of everything that was there, you can deal with Victor. It was just the fact that they got so far down and they had triple TPs on the side of Sad Jellyfish. They could be anywhere they wanted. Let me pick this draft up. We're going to be getting into it in just a couple minutes here. But really well played game from the side of Sad Jellyfish. Scorch definitely had some moments that they looked like they might have been able to bring it back. But yeah, they're going to have to switch some things up for sure. Scorch is opting for red side on the second game here. I think that's safe. I think that's actually a really good idea. Being able to get topside potentially counterpick is what they're looking to do, or mid lane, because they dropped a lot of mid lane bans. Let's look in our prior draft. On the side of Sad Jellyfish, they had holy mid lane bans. And then they had 2 on the side of Scorch. They wouldn't have to, focus in as badly banning out Daddy Andy in this game if they had counterpick. But I think they're probably, if I know them, they're probably going to give counterpick to top lane. We'll see. Also, I need this fan to blow. Blow, fan, blow. Should have just given all their kills, money, and kisses to Ziggs. Easy. True. True. Spec ready. Or casters. I'm here to provide the hard-hitting analysis, am I right? So true, bestie, so true. I don't know, chat. What do you think should be the change for Team Scorch? Does anybody have any, opinions? What is the play? Because it's hard to come back from those types of losses in game 1, right? It's hard to bounce back from that and really just propel yourself forward. But this is why these teams are like the top teams in the Rec League, right? Like you have to be able to do that, and I think Team Scorch has it in them to actually do that. So we will see. We will definitely see. Double down on Ziggs, throw a nice Aurelian Soul in. Can we get some Ace Hole? Some Ace Hole? I think the Ziggs can probably be changed out unless they're really looking to just dedicate to a poke comp. I don't know. I think the Ziggs was fine. I think it did its job and, you know, provided poke, but it just wasn't able to do anything at the end of the game, unfortunately. I predicted Jelly Sweep. Damn. Nice clean age hole. So we get right off the bat, they're not messing around. They get the LeBlanc out of here, which I think is fine. I think that's fair. They just don't want to deal with it. It was a strong pick. Let's be honest. It was a very strong pick. Once they got rolling, there was nothing that Jax could do. In lane, I think Jax played fine, and I think there was potential for him to actually be able to kill the LeBlanc and steamroll for his side. But yeah, it was just too much to deal with. Once LeBlanc got going, no one was even safe under their tower. So that's not a good sign. Tower turns things into a +1 situation for your team. Having the tower not be able to provide a +1 because LeBlanc is so fast is rough. They're not banning out Victor, are they? They stick the ban on Victor. Okay, so what this tells me is Scorch wants to be able to get advantages in mid lane. They want to be able to kill mid lane. That's what that tells me. Nobody bans Victor unless like, man, I really want to do something in lane. Because Victor is just the shake hands, you know, like let's just go into the mid game champion. That's literally it. Like if you want to be able to do something in lane, Victor makes it very hard. So that's kind of what it tells me with the Victor ban. Looks like they probably want to fight a lot in mid lane this time around. Team Scorch picks up the Poppy against the J4. See, this is something that's kind of crazy to me. They didn't ban out that J4. J4 was the biggest and best part of their team, I think. I think that the J4 had the most to do with their win. And being able to get them there. Because they picked a risky comp. But we have the Poppy and then Swain lock in. Swain is a good pick in this situation. If you have something that is going to try to pop in and blow you up, if you have a Jarvan that is going to flag and drag, just try to hop on top of you and stay on top of you, having something like Swain that constantly drains HP away from people is so massive. They're going to pick up the Orianna because they didn't ban it this time around. They banned out the Victor instead, which I think is interesting. But, I mean, that's just my personal look at it. I mean, obviously, each of these teams, they've been playing one another for a very long time. They definitely know. And, yep, there it is. It's the Zed. So, I fucking knew it, chat. Let's be honest with ourselves. Keen Decker, he just knows how to make the calls. Am I right or am I right? We see the Zed mid lane on the side of Team Scorch. As soon as they ban out that Victor, I'm like, bro, they want to fight. So we got the Zed. They're looking to make plays. And then they're looking to give counterpick to top lane. I wonder if top lane is going to have to... I wonder if top lane's going to have to play... Giga Chad Tim. Definitely Giga Chad moment right there. Zed's a ballsy pick. Zed is the do or die champ. Sad Jellyfish bans out Jax. Super smart. Jax was low key. I know it might not have looked like it, chat. Jax was half second away from being the world's biggest problem. If Jax was able to pick up anything in lane, it was going to be so bad to have to deal with. So I think that Jax is a good ban. They ban out the Gwen and Thresh on the other side here for Scorch. All right. This is a pretty safe comp from Sad Jellyfish. He needs to pick up some damage. J4 will provide damage. Orianna will provide damage. But it's like disjointed. Jarvan has early game damage. Ashe has okay damage throughout the game. Orianna has late game damage. So they're kind of sorely missing some good damage early on here. It's the Mordecai lock-in with Olaf! What? Hold the phone right now. Hold on, hold on. Ring, 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 ring. I'm not answering this shit. Hold the phone. What do you mean, Olaf Mordekaiser? What? This is such a crazy draft from Sad Jellyfish. The Tryndamere! Oh, God, this is do or die. Like, Scorch is just like, hey, this is placing a lot of faith in the solo laners to be able to do things, right? Like, Tryndamere is useless if he... Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Tryndamere does not get to do much for a team if he's put far down. He just goes to a side lane and is like, all right, I guess I'm just going to have to catch up. Slashes minions. Tries to take towers. Zed is a feast or famine champion. I just... there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, Zed needs to be able to pop off. Tryndamere needs a little bit of help. But if they're able to do that, they're going to have a wonderful time in this game. Because no one's going to be able to match that Tryndamere. If Tryndamere even gets slightly ahead. And Zed having an kind of omnipresent just effect on, like... Because, like, Ashe and Orianna, they're just not safe against Zed if he's able to pick up a couple of kills. So, on the reverse side, though, look at this comp that Sad Jellyfish just drafted. I have to see where this Mordekaiser / Olaf are going. I wonder... Oh, man. I wonder if it could even be an Ashe support. And then, like, an Olaf, Mordekaiser... they would have to probably... Yeah. Damn. So interesting. US. Okay. We're starting up draft. We're gonna see where all these end up lining. Sorry. Where all these picks end up falling into place. Huh. The team fight, I think, is pretty dangerous from both sides here. Again, I think Jarvan makes a lot of things happen. Poppy does too, though. So, we'll see. We will see. Renata's gonna have to... Something, let's be honest, chat. Something that's very important is Renata's positioning in this game. If Renata has bad positioning at any point in this game, Jarvan flag and drags her, Orianna pops her, Renata doesn't get to do anything, because Renata's very squishy. Zed can get himself out of there. Swain is going to be stuck, you know, taking, you know... Swain is just going to be stuck there soaking up damage regardless, right? But if you're looking for an easy target to pop, it's just going to be the Renata. Okay, so yeah, it is the Olaf top, and it's a Mordekaiser jungle. Wait! What? J4 supports? Chat, I'm shutting off the stream. I can't do this anymore. What am I looking at? What? What? I think not putting Jarvan in the jungle is a terrible play. That's just me. That's just me. But they can make this work. Jarvan is a fine support. Jarvan Ashe works wonderfully. I see Mordekaiser jungle, and it just brings me back to solo queue. That's all I'll say. In team play, we'll see what it can do here. I think Poppy is going to be all around this map. I think Poppy is going to have a wonderful time now. She's going to be right up top here, trying to pressure this Olaf, because Olaf's going to be aggressive early. She's going to be in this bot lane for sure. As soon as Jarvan gets level 6, are you kidding me? She's going to be like right in there to pin him. Oh, man, dude. Jarv of the jungle. Chat, what do you think? Who takes game 2 here? Who takes, yeah, I mean, if Sad Jellyfish wins this one, they take the series. If Scorch wins this one, they go to 1-1. what do we think about this Mordekaiser jungle and the Jarvan support? What is your guys' opinion? I don't mean to come off strong about any of these things, but I definitely have an opinion about that. Oh man. But yeah, we do have Orianna for Daddy Andy. It's his signature pick. So he should feel pretty good in this lane for a little bit. Zed can be so annoying for Orianna, like post 6, but that's pretty far away, right? Orianna should be able to poke him and just stay safe enough where she shouldn't be dying to Zed. I think the Swain pick was massive. With all of these solo carries that they have on that side of Team Scorch, Tryndamere and Zed, they needed something like this Swain. I think more jungle is going to farm and get some components before 6. And ghost towards someone. That's pretty much, I mean, that's the play. That's pretty much all you can do. I just have a hard time when I see junglers like Mordekaiser, Shyvana, who's another really good example. Just like these really, really heavy farming junglers, because I just feel like that's not where the game is at right now. I feel like that's not where the meta of the game is at. And if it's punished so heavily. We'll see if they're able to do that. If Poppy's able to A, get off some really, really solid ganks, or B, just lives in Mordekaiser jungle and has Zed roam with him. I don't know. I would think A is the best possibility, because you don't really want to have to fight Mordekaiser if you don't have to. But they do. It is a bit of a ticking time bomb in the fact that Mordekaiser, once he gets a little bit under his belt, some components, builds for his first item, then he can really, really be a bit of a nuisance and comes into a lane and just keeps them from running away. But yeah, this is like Scorch being like, hey, this time we need to get the early lead. They flipped the draft entirely in the fact that, like, Sad Jellyfish in the last game, they had to pick up and steamroll early on if they wanted to win. Now Scorch also has to do that performance. All right, 15 seconds before we get into the game, chat. Who do we predict for game 2? Oh, God. My body is so tired, chat. So tired. Did Scorch drop Ziggs? Yes, they dropped Ziggs in favor of Zed, who has TP Ignite. Ha ha! Woo! That is some aggression. When Zed gets the best of both worlds. They're oh, both teams are meeting up in top side. No, 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 no. Oh my God. I wonder if they've taken their abilities yet. Oh my God, they're actually just meeting up here. Dippy gets a nice Q just to connect. They're both teams are just gonna walk away. Oh my God, that was so close from being a massive fight. Which I don't know who I would even give it to. I think probably Red. Probably Red with the enhanced damage from Zed and Tryndamere's slap. But yeah.
Minions have spawned.
All right. That was almost crazy. A late invade from Ashes and Dippy here. they're not going to find anything other than the Tryndamere. Tryndamere is hanging out in this tri-brush. They're not going to find him, but they are going to find this red buff, and they go undetected in doing so. So Rusty Crow, if nothing else happens and they don't spot this out, I wonder if Tryndamere drops a ward. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, they get that red easy, and they're going to clear this entire red side as well. Hold on, let me zoom out the map quick for you guys. My apologies. Poppy is just finishing up this Gromp now. Tryndamere Olaf is such a funny lane. Alright, level 2 is going to go over first to blue side in the spot lane. The flag and drag is online. And here comes the gank. Lionel Johnson is still level 1. Mordekaiser is just going to... He sees that he's at tower, though, and just walk away. Head over to his jungle. Not kind of give away that he was just in that top side jungle. Or the red side jungle. Oh, Poppy did actually go... Skipped her wolves entirely and headed right down into Mordekaiser's jungle. Nice read, honestly. Huge, huge read. I don't know if they spotted him. Or if he just had a feeling. Poppy is pinging out that he's coming mid lane here. He gets the angle off. Daddy Andy is most... Oh, he's not actually going to have to flash away here. All right. They're going to just try to keep him from coming back to lane for a little bit here. But no, he just gets a nice little walk back right in. No harm, no foul. That's pretty annoying, I'm not gonna lie. Marcutie has not been able to move. Lionel Johnson trying to get some trade damage in while he has wave advantage. Pretty smart. Boonstra is taking quite a bit of damage in these early levels, though. They might be able to kill him if Jarvan gets a flag and dragon on him. He's looking for it. Oh! Playing with fire here. Boonstra just not respecting the fact that Jarvan can flash forward. Both laners are dropping their ghosts here. Oh no, and Lionel Johnson this early on picks up a solo kill on Olaf. That can be massive. He forces the TP as well, so this is a summoner, a double summoner for double summoner engage. Oh boy. Tem having a pretty good time in this lane here. And early on, yeah, like that's crazy. That's our Messi. All right. So far, nothing too crazy happening, though. Poppy came in for one gank, but you haven't seen her really anywhere else on the map yet. And Mordekaiser is kind of just chilling. They haven't done anything to him to really force his hand, which is a really good thing if you're blue side here. He's scaling up just fine. If I'm Poppy, though, I saw what just happened topside. I see that he doesn't have Ghost anymore, and I am up there, like, permanently. actually didn't think Trin should win early. I didn't think so either, because Olaf is no joke. Olaf gets low HP, and I think it's specifically just because it's Tryndamere, though. I mean, Tryndamere, when he builds up that rage, just attacks so fast and does so much damage that, yeah. I'm pretty surprised, though, too. I thought that he would get poked out a little bit. And that Olaf should win the trades in the end, but no. We're at level 6 now. Ooh, Rusty Crow is looking here. The flag drops down. There's no way to get out if you're this Jarvan. But they're still dropping down the damage. Rusty Crow is going to end up dying here. This team is just not on the same page right off the bat. Just not close enough. Rusty Crow kind of booped Jarvan kind of far away and took a lot of damage from that Ignite and just chase damage from Barty. They get level 6 here. And this is tragic. All right, both top laners are fighting here. And Dippy this time kind of has... It looks like right off the bat, the better end of the deal, but Lionel Johnson still had his ultimate in the back pocket. And guess what? Ghosts are coming back up. This is not going to get any easier from Olaf. Despite things going pretty catastrophic in bot lane here, this Ashe being 3-0, what does that matter if Tryndamere just is not going to let you play the game? If this Tryndamere gets out of lane and gets unleashed onto the rest of the map, no one is going to be able to match him. They have to just be able to like 4v4 win team fights and force Tryndamere's hands. All right. Now Boonstra is level 6. He'll have a little bit of an easier time staying safe in this lane. But not much at the moment. He's a bit starved for farm. You can see it's 53 to 36 in terms of farm. He hasn't even hit his 2K. He finally just hit 2K. Dippy is ghosting away. Lionel Johnson chasing after with his ghost. We get the ultimate in! Drags in a nice ulti from Daddy Andy here, but is it going to be enough? No! Zed Ignite is enough to take the kill here. Lionel Johnson does not have his ultimate available, but he comes out of the Thunderdome. Are they going to be able to get this kill on Lionel Johnson? He goes over the wall, drops his Q. Stuck in the Mordekaiser ulti right now. Tem is coming in, and that is a massive clean up for Scorch's side. Oh my god, this game is almost dead even now with, with kills going over to the Zed too. Marcutie doing his best job just to try to make sure that this game is constantly going at their pace. Still getting chased down, and there's another double kill for Ashe. She is a monster right now. If they can manage to get Barty into these team fights and force team fights just one after another without Tryndamere being there, force Tryndamere to just stay up there with Dippy, they have a chance to win this game. Ooh, Poppy. Oh, God! It looks like it just went under his legs. But Dippy pops his ulti there to not get knocked back from the Poppy. And a bit of an unfortunate and unorthodox try to like take for that Rift Herald. Lionel Johnson did not have the wave prepped. They did not have any vision, actually, in that jungle to spot them. Lionel Johnson... Oh no. He didn't think that tower was going to be enough in that one shot to kill him, but it was just enough, in fact. And that is pretty rough. Now Dippy not only gets a solo kill, but he also gets free turret plating. Boonstra getting dove here. He's got to pop the ulti. Is it going to be enough to actually keep him alive? No, he ends up going down to the just absolute disgusting damage that is this Ashe right now. Our cutie looking to stop this Rift Herald. Or sorry, this Rift Scuttle. Dragon is up and available. Boonstra's back on the map, but he doesn't have ulti, so the team fight is going to be really hard here. They would have to play extremely smart in this fight to actually be able to take this dragon. It's just not going to happen. And they're going to give over dragon number 1 to blue side. Chug, chug! What needs to start happening, I think, here is Tem needs to be able to get across the map here just to look at this. Oh! Oh, no, brother. How much of a shutdown was that? That was 500 gold. That's really rough. They went in for a full dive, but Barty took the aggro. And that is a big shutdown for Swain. He just picked up 500 gold. Let's see where that puts him. Still not even close. He's 2k down, but like 500 closer than when he was before. And as we all know, once Swain starts picking up items, these fights become hard. Rusty Crow finding Ashes in the jungle here. He's going to get ultied. Ash ulti comes through. Rusty Crow is going to be able to get himself far away, but the Flagon Drag is here to put him right back in. Daddy Andy picks up the kill. They use the Oriana ulti on top of it just to flip him in. And there was nowhere to go. Meanwhile, Barty doing his best to fend off 2 members. He can just chase them down, too. There should be no fear in his mind. He has Flash available to get himself out of a bad situation if needed. Here comes Marcutie. Flag and Drag Flash combo comes through. Boonstra, is he going to be able to stay alive here? Oh my god, the Renata ulti was massive! Renata ulti, or sorry, Handshake is not going to be able to keep Boonstra alive, but still not the worst trade in general for how far ahead that lane is. What a solid Renata ulti. Ash just destroyed her own teammate. They dropped Rift Herald up in top lane just to keep Tryndamere from taking turret. Oh my goodness. Lionel Johnson coming in here. He pops the ulti. Oh my god! That's a double kill for Tryndamere! No way, bro! Tem looking to kill Barty in the spotlight! They get the pin off under tower! And yet again, they're able to kill this massive Ashe. Oh, they're still looking for Tem here. Let me just hold on. He drops the ulti. Daddy Andy is flashing away. He's going to also have to use his ulti to get back out. And that should be the fight. Oh my god, Scorch is not done. They said we are going to win this game. We are going to bring this to game 3. That was so wonderfully played from Lionel Johnson, chat. Like that, any other way that is played, it's just game over for him. Like, he's able to pick up that first kill for sure, but the way he played that and flashed under the turret to take that one last tower shot because he knew he had enough HP for it. He got the kill on Ashes and then used the full extent of his ulti to be able to kill Dippy. Like, that was crazy. Marcutie hopping right in on Tem. Are they actually going to be able to kill him before he dies? No. However, they're going to be chasing him down. The Shadow isn't available in time for him to be able to W out. All right. Let's keep in mind also, chat, that Oriana scales massively with items. The more ahead that she is getting on... the more ahead she is getting early on in this game. Hold on, does he have ulti? He does. Lionel Johnson does have ulti here. He's not going to be able to get a whole lot off, though. Nice Ashe ulti coming through with the Orianna ulti from Daddy Andy, flipping them back into the team, and that is yet another kill. Tem looking to kill Barty here. Boonstra's going to flash away to try to run away from Barty. He's going to be able to secure the kill. Oh, man. So much dedicated just to kill this Ashe. Tem getting hopped in on. He has Shadow to be able to get himself away. Daddy Andy coming in with the Q. Does not get the slow off. Throws his Q out one more time. This is a close game. We're in a situation where the 4v4, Sad Jellyfish just wins these fights, but then they have to worry about the Tryndamere. Okay, they boot Jarvan out of the pit here. Oh! Comes in, but the flash is a little bit late. A nice Renata ulti sending Berserk across the team here. Rusty Crow taking a lot of damage here. He's going to go down in 1 or 2 Qs. Nice Jarvan ulti to come back in here. Boonstra is getting away with murder here. Tem, doesn't take the W from Barty. He actually, oh my god. Boonstra blocked the Ashe W, keeping him alive. They picked up the dragon, but that was what a 3-for-1 on the side of Team Scorch. What a massive play. Lionel Johnson has to be a little bit careful in the situation. He finally does have full rage now. But this is kind of the range where Dippy is looking to fight. They're sending resources now up for Lionel Johnson. They know they need to be able to stop him. Gets the ulti off. He jumps over the wall. Marcuti is chasing with a flag and drag combo. And they're going to be able to secure that kill. Meanwhile, Barty solo kills Zed in the bot lane. What is going on? Oh my goodness. They're not done. Marcuti drops the Jarvan ulti under tower here. Boonstra does not have Swain ulti to be able to retaliate. Rusty Crow. Oh, Barty flashes, tries to flash the wall here, does not get the flash actually off. Rusty Crow is looking for the ulti to secure the kill and manages to actually connect with it. Gets a pretty big shutdown for himself as well. But on the backside of this, Calico is left alone to try to defend mid lane turret against Daddy Andy. He's going to take about a half of the health off this turret. Rusty Crow should be dead here. There should be no running away from this. Yep, and there it is. Tem actually, I think, yeah, ultied on in onto Daddy Andy. Did a decent amount of damage, but it was under turret. All right, here is the reset. And it's only about a 2.8k gold lead for Team Sad Jellyfish at this point. This game could go either way, and that's what I like to see. These are the most exciting games. Tryndamere is now been put in split push duty. He's in the bot lane here. They're sending 4 members here, chat. 4 members just to kill this Tryndamere. Is it going to be worth it for them? Lionel Johnson solo kills Orianna here. Almost gets the turret on top of it, but they're not able to get anything else across the map here. So overall, if you're blue side, you're pretty happy with that. They weren't able to do anything on the reverse side of the map here. Barty throws an Ashe ulti top lane, and they're just going to jump right on Calico, who is a little bit out of position here. Going in on this Olaf. Is he going to be able to pick up that kill? No. Nice time on the flash from Rusty Crow to get himself safe. All right. Baron is our next big objective here. We have, yet again, another Wind Dragon Soul. I can't believe it. It is really just true. Tem is not going to be able to kill Marcuti. He drops the stopwatch here, and they're just sticking to this Baron. They don't need to actually stop here. Ooh, this could be big. Rusty Crow tries to get the boot out of the pit, but he actually does not connect. He goes in for the steal! The smite came through early, and he actually gets the steal on the Baron! What a catastrophic loss for blue side here. Dippy is trying to cause interference, trying to keep them from going back with this Baron buff. Lionel Johnson's not looking to be done. He dashes out of the way. They drop down the Berserk, and they're actually trying to fight this right now. Lionel Johnson this man has the biggest balls of anybody I've ever seen. They just tried to fight a 3v5 chat. Jeez. Wow. This gold lead is down to 1k. They're stacking this Wind Dragon, but like... Okay? Like... This game is just getting closer and closer. We have the enhanced Baron minions here barreling down on these towers. Tem has TP and oh man. Daddy Andy is trying to hold on to this ulti. He drops it right at the perfect time here. Oh! Wow. That was close. That was close. Nice flash from Daddy Andy. Nice timing on his ulti. Good just patience in general. Lionel Johnson, does he have ulti to be able to keep himself safe here? He's going to actually have to flash. The ulti is not available. Tryndamere is such a slippery son of a bitch. The Ash arrow is actually going to miss. They just dedicated so much just to try to kill him there. And he's going to be back on the map with ulti in 3 seconds. This Tryndamere pick is scary. All right. If you are blue side, you have to be able to keep this Orianna alive. You have to be able to keep this Ashe alive. Rusty Crow gets a double boot off. Dippy is actually going to have to start to run away. Is he going to pop the ulti? No. Just a poppy boot on 2, just to keep themselves safe. Not going to be able to transition it. Does Olaf R cleanse / stop Mordekaiser R? I don't think so. I could be wrong on that, but I don't think so. I think he just becomes unstoppable. Whereas like Gangplank can just hop himself right out because it cleanses. All right. So keep an eye, like I said, on Calico's positioning in team fights here. If he's able to get a pretty big Renata ulti off, it's going to spell probably the difference in these fights. Not like they really want to be fighting 4v4 anyways. They're just happy to have this Tryndamere just split push. But yeah, if they get into 4v4, keep an eye on Calico's ultimate / positioning and where Zed is on Daddy Andy or Barty. If either one of those goes down, it spells kind of the end for the team fight for blue. Orianna has a needlessly large rod. I actually don't know if she's building that into a Rabadon's for her 3rd item, but if she does, she's going to be doing a lot of damage. 3-item Orianna is prime. Yes, it does. We have a confirmation for the ulti. Rusty Crow the GOAT. All right, we're right back at it here. Fortunately enough, Dippy is strong enough where he can't just get straight dove by Lionel Johnson, and he does a pretty good job of just kind of keeping him from... Oh, okay, hold on. Ashe ulti comes through. Marcuti has him under tower here. He hits the Zanyas. That good... Oh! Daddy Andy's not paying attention! Or is it massive bait? Have to think about that one. He was looking up top lane if he had to TP. Oh, sorry. I actually didn't know that. I did not know that. No way of knowing that, obviously. True. Actually, no. Can't have it. Cancel King Decker! Get him out of here! Tem is in a pretty bad position here. He ultis on Tabardi. He can actually hop back over to his clone if he can manage to do so. But he is caught in the Mordekaiser ultimate. What a really solid play from Ashes. But Tem with a fancy feat. He still gets caught by Barty's ultimate in the end. And they're not able to pick up anything on the side for Scorch. Yet again. And they're heading over for Soul Point now. Ay. This is quite a scary place to be in now. Lionel Johnson going for the dive on Dippy. He is immune to CC here. Is it going to be enough? He's taking... Oh, he has the ulti to be able to keep himself safe here now. Rusty Crow is coming in for support. Lionel Johnson just playing it safe. They know that they have this kill almost confirmed here. They just need to wait for the damage to be available for it. There's the confirmation. And the kill. Renata ulti comes through to separate the party. Renata gets ultied herself from Daddy Andy. And both teams are looking to back away here. Poppy is in an interesting position. Are they going for Baron? They are just starting a Baron. Oh my goodness. This could be either massive or the game. A double boot out. A nice double grab here from Swain. And this is looking like a scary fight now. Low health bars. Daddy Andy trying to run away. Barty, the entire damage team is on the back foot here. Tem picking up a lot of damage. Boonstra finally picks up a kill for himself. And they are going to have to run now. What a risky play from Sad Jellyfish. Lionel Johnson, unafraid. He has this ultimate still available to him, and he just tears through Ashes. That Poppy ult and that Swain grab, bro. Oh, God. My lord. That's finger-licking good, chat. All right. And that is Baron over to Scorch. Wow. Elder is available in 4 minutes, chat. This game is going to be an Elder game for sure. I mean, unless they end it in a team fight, if they're able to get, you know, a lot of these inhibitor towers and push for game. But otherwise, this game is definitely an Elder game. Topside playing so good. Very, very good. And if you're Dippy, is just, I mean, what are you supposed to do? Like, what are you actually supposed to do? He's playing really well. There's just nothing... I mean, he's just so far ahead. Let's look at our gold lead here. It is a 4K gold lead through and through for this this Tryndamere. And he has the Hull Breaker. That's another big thing. No wonder he was just dying so slowly. Ashe ulti coming through. The stun. They're just trying to dump as much damage as possible. It's not enough. He still is able to get the Undying Rage off. However, they do manage to kill him in the end. Mordekaiser ulti did come through. A nice flash ulti from Daddy Andy. Double kill for this Mordekaiser. They're all berserk. They're all going crazy. Calico's not going to be able to stay alive here. This might be an angle where they could just take this inhibitor. I doubt they kind of try to push for game here, but... Hold on. Do we have TPs available? Nope. They're just looking to get this inhibitor tower. They dumped all their resources on that Tryndamere, and it actually ended up paying off. I think that was 3 ultimates just for Tryndamere. Oh, what a pin from Poppy! Just to put, Marcuti wants more! This is not a fight you guys are probably gonna be winning! Barney ends up going down! Rusty Crow is chasing after Daddy Andy! Oh my god. How far out is Elder? Right, we still got 2 minutes. My lord. Why are we farming camps and not pushing with Barons? So grief I can't. I just, whew. I mean, the thing is Red just does not have the vision set up in that side of their jungle, right? Like, they had no idea knowing that there was going to be 4 people there. But if you don't see anybody else on the map, like, look at their advanced vision on this dragon. Even in, like, the enemy's jungle, like, they have a lot of advanced vision. If they're not there, you kind of have to wonder if they're probably right on top of you, right? Oh, man. This game is so close. This is what I was hoping out of the series, too. They did not disappoint. Ashe ulti coming through is not actually going to connect onto Tem. Dippy getting chased down by Lionel Johnson here. Does not have the full rage available just yet. He's going to have to ulti, though, just to get himself away. And that is a TP-less and ult-less. Oh, hold on! Daddy Andy getting dove in on, but it's just Rusty Crow and Tem here. This is a 2v4! What a wonderful ulti from Rusty Crow, just to stop this fight from going very, very wrong. Ashes does have him under his clutches, though. Is he gonna be the martyr? Does he have flash to be able to get away? Berserk! Berserk! Look at Lionel Johnson in the backside here. He's getting chased down. Daddy Andy should go down in just a tap or two. Tem keeping him safe. Dippy should be the next to go here. And Elder is now available. Oh my god. Keep in mind that Rusty Crow is dead. Ashes is still alive here. Tem is going in a little bit alone here. He goes back into Marcuti. They are able to chase off Ashes this time. He's still looking to try to get this Baron, or sorry, this Elder Dragon, but he is going to die in his efforts. And that is Elder and a team wipe, an ace for Scorch. I'm going to need to lay down after this one. My God, I need a 5-minute break after this one. My lord. Lionel Johnson, no fear now. If this man was not enabled before, he is very much so enabled now. No, they need like 4 people to be able to kill him. I'm not even gonna lie. They had 3 people on him before, and he just ulted and got himself away. They have to have 4 people on this Tryndamere to be able to kill him. What is the answer from blue side? They have done so well. Sad Jellyfish has done so well at getting picks and not getting punished for it. They've dedicated a lot of members to just a single kill and a lot of ultis and resources and not gotten punished on the map. But now they have minions that are going to be barreling down into their lanes here, onto their inhibitors. There's not much of room to breathe here. They get the ultimate down towards Lionel Johnson. However, Rusty Crow eats the Ashe arrow. It'll be available again relatively soon, but they force the TP out from Daddy Andy, and that's a big thing because we have Zed pushing in the bot lane. All right. They're dedicating 4 this time onto Tem. Does he have flash to be able to get himself out? He's actually just looking for a kill on Marcuti. This Zhonya has gotten more use, I think, than any other than an actual mage, bruh. This Zanya's on J4 is the wildest thing. I think it's so funny. AP J4 is actually so funny too. I love it. All right. They do have Elder and Baron now, but let's look at this Elder timer on them. Elder is already more than 3/4 used up. They used it to secure the Baron, and I hope that doesn't come back to bite them. They did not try to fight with this Elder buff, and that could be a big problem. They do have Baron, so they do have Baron minions to be able to push into these waves, but they're not doing so just yet. Now they're finally setting up. They got Tryndamere on the top lane here. All right. Lionel Johnson looking to set up this this Baron push one more time. Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot. Tem doesn't actually even have flash. He has the TP instead with the Ignite. Several pings coming down from red side here. They're looking to crash these waves in at the same time. They're kind of primed to do so. Lionel Johnson pushing a little bit faster than everybody else. And here we go. 3 different sets of Baron-empowered minions pushing into Sad Jellyfish's base here. Ooh, the Ash Arrow comes through onto Boonstra. They take the fight early. A little bit of a disjointed couple of ultis between Rusty Crow and Calico. Lionel Johnson getting chased down by Barty, and this is bad. Oh, he flashes forward onto Dippy. Dippy's actually going to be able to stay alive with his low health. Olaf, an absolute legend on low HP here. And this is... How many seconds do we have on Lionel Johnson? 46 seconds. They can counter push. How much more do they have on Baron? Baron is timing out right now. Ash ulti coming through onto Boonstra. A nice, oh no, Boonstra actually probably goes down here. Teleport from Daddy Andy to get himself in here. Dippy diving under tower. They're looking for Rusty Crow. Another 17 seconds on Lionel Johnson. Tem is stuck in the Shadow Realm here. Resurrection. Is it going to be enough? Is the base damage there? Oh! No, Marcuti ends up killing him. Now it's just Lionel Johnson coming up in 3 seconds here. He has to be able to rely on Calico to be able to get a little bit of CC to stop them from ending this game. Is it going to happen? Lionel Johnson has ulti available, but he doesn't have any rage. They drop down the Renata ulti, but it only catches the CC immune Olaf. They're looking for the end of this game. They have the Nexus exposed, and that is going to be a 2-0 from Team Sad Jellyfish. Wow, what a comeback. What a comeback. Really, really well played from Sad Jellyfish. Honestly, a stellar game 2 from Scorch as well. Scorch, I think if they didn't use that Elder just to try to go get that Baron, I think that game might have been different. But wow, like what a claw back from like almost just assured like an assured loss from Blue. That was quite the comeback. Very, very impressive. And this sets us up, Chad. This sets us up for the two-way tiebreaker for second place. Sasageo now has sole lead of first place here. Sad Jellyfish and Scorch are now tied for second place. This Tuesday, this Tuesday, I think, it's Small Brain No Mechanics versus Team Ghost, and that is either going to be a three-way tiebreaker for second place, or it is going to be a two-way tiebreaker for fourth place. Damn. Jelly sweep. What a great series. GG Scorch fought well to come back from the early game. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that early game, I mean, bot lane played so stellar for team Sad Jellyfish's side. Like they were so aggressive, and their jungler just was always there at the right time. You know what I mean? That was hard to deal with. But yeah, I'm excited to be able to cast. Let me see. Actually, let me confirm the time with you here, quick. Let me scroll down to our schedules. I know it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Tuesday is Ghost versus Small Brain No Mechanics. That is at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. CST for any of you guys who are not on the East Coast like myself, from the lolmidwest even perhaps. But yeah, also one thing also that I do have to drop before we do end stream here is we reached our Patreon goal, so all these luscious locks are going to be shaved off this Friday on March Dungeon. Very sad to see my hair go, because I love this hair more than anything in the world. But in order to make my dreams come true, I am willing to throw everything at the fan here, and that is just the cost. So we will definitely be seeing you guys Tuesday. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to peep the sponsor Starforge Systems if you want to get yourself a really solid PC, the best in the universe. In fact, make sure to get yourself a Starforge system today. GG's, thanks for the broadcast. Absolutely, Ashes, anytime. It'll pay off one day, I hope, buddy. I hope so. Well, you know what? I don't even hope so. I know so, because I ain't giving up. I am the most stubborn man in the entire world. I will take that square peg and shove it through the triangle or circle hole until it fits. Let's go. But thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a lovely evening. I will see you... What do we got tomorrow? What do we got tomorrow? Tomorrow, I'm actually not sure. We might actually just do some Rainbow Six Siege or something. But yeah, we'll figure out when it gets to that. But take care, guys. Have a great